We've got to talk about Meghan Markle. She's out with her big season 2 of With Love, Megyn, which is really such a fake season 2. I said this as soon as they announced it. She had just shot extra episodes, and in order to save face when season 1 got panned, she said, renewed for a second season. Or really, they're just releasing the extra episodes. It's very obvious. You're so dumb. We're not all as dumb as you think we are.
It's really dented her reputation in this space because people have called the show smug and self-serving and narcissistic and everything, but without any value in the lifestyle space. You don't watch it and learn anything new.
She is hoping that she's going to become a billionaire, which again is total insanity.
She's absolutely ruthless, so she decides 2 bullies get together.
Look, I think the question is, was Megyn a bully? And I think all the evidence points to the fact that she was.
But Chrissy Teigen is an idiot and 100% a bully brat.
And her projects fail. Her projects fail time and time again. It's embarrassing. And this cooking show, there's no cooking. She was doing like water marbling, arts and crafts, making flower arrangements. Then she took vegetables and fruits and dipped them in paint and put them on aprons. Like, it was like watching a woman in an insane asylum, but they're letting her kind of do arts and crafts where she can't hurt herself. They're like, okay, let her kind of paint with her fingers. Let her do some flower arrangements.
With Love, Megyn was not a success.
This show, oh my gosh. I I couldn't make it through like 2 minutes, guys.
She likes my look.
Uncle, make it end. Make it end. What is this?
With Love, Megyn, that stupid program on Netflix, failed to rank among Netflix's top 300 most watched titles between January and June. The New York Post, confirmed Markle's 8-part series ranked 383rd with just 5.3 million views since it debuted on March 4th. It's crazy how low that was. Harry's show Polo, also on Netflix, was watched by only 500,000 people. It's at number 3,436. Losers, enjoy Montecito.
It sucks. Are you joking? It's bad. It's terrible. It's stupid.
It's not even her kitchen.
So Megyn monetized me now, Markle. Just pulled off the fakest stunt since reality TV. Her so-called season 2 of With Love, Megyn. Yeah, spoiler alert, it's not a season at all. It's leftover scraps from season 1, reheated and served as brand new content.
So no, Meghan Markle, she's a crazy woman. She's nuts.
The gayest shit I've seen in a long time.
Right. Think of it like reheating a McDonald's cheeseburger from last week and insisting it's gourmet. She tried to spin this as a renewal to fool the public, but anyone with 2 working brain cells can see the trick. Netflix didn't renew her. She just had a few extra episodes collecting dust. That's not success. That's recycling garbage. And worse, she thought nobody would notice. But if Megyn thought this bait and switch would keep her reputation afloat, she underestimated just how fast the internet can smell desperation. And it reeks. Picture this, Meghan Markle cooking in a designer kitchen, pretending to be relatable to everyday moms, while wearing over $300,000 worth of jewelry, rings, bracelets, dripping in Cartier like she's headed to the Oscars. And she wants you to believe she's just like you, just a regular, down-to-earth mom whipping up pasta while casually flexing more diamonds than the British crown jewels.
She is cooking and she is wearing thousands of dollars worth of jewelry to promote her we can all relate to each other video or cooking and home, Martha Stewart type show. Link. That's what she thinks we're going to relate to.
Relatable? Please. Nothing says one of us like sautéing onions with $250,000 hanging off your fingers. Meanwhile, critics are clocking every carat, calculating totals, and mocking her tone-deaf stunt.
Somebody calculated it up, and it was literally tens of thousands of dollars that she's wearing just on her hands here and her outfit.
No, and speaking of the jewelry, over at the Spot On Bureau, we adhere to the facts. We did our own calculations. I've been telling people it's like $327,000 worth of jewelry. I think it was like hundreds because it was like 200-something thousand pounds. We calculated it. We're not in Mensa either, so higher education. But yeah, no, I've been telling people it's hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of jewelry. And who doesn't cook in hair extensions and makeup and hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of jewelry?
Who in their right mind does a Martha Stewart knockoff while flashing enough jewelry to pay off someone's mortgage 10 times over? Megyn thinks she's fooling us, but all she's doing is proving how out of touch she really is. And then, because hypocrisy wasn't enough, Megyn invites Chrissy Teigen, yes, that Chrissy Teigen, the queen of online bullying, the woman who publicly mocked a 15-year-old, who told strangers to disappear forever, who's apologized so many times she could publish a book called Sorry, I'm Not Sorry.
She's known as a bully. Speaking of bullies, she's bullied so many people out of jobs, according to the Daily Mail and her biographers. And who does she invite on as one of her big celebrity gets? known bully Chrissy Teigen,
right.
who she's bullied countless people online. She's had to apologize for bullying a 15-year-old.
This is Megyn's idea of relatability. Two bullies having a giggle in the kitchen. And Chrissy, she can't even remember her own kids' birthdays. She literally tattoos the dates on her arm because she can't keep track. Then she has to ask John Legend to confirm.
Cannot even remember her own children's birthdays.
Tattoo of their birthdays because I don't remember. Sweet. Yeah. So April 14th, May. Wait, is that 16 or 18? Oh no.
18.
Oh 18. No, that's John. Is it? Brett, or no, who's this? Miles is May.
She's asking her husband, John Legend, when their child was born.
Yeah, it's a little bit blurry. It's all right. It's all right. You got a husband and a tattoo to help you stay on top of all the things.
I'm sorry. She's an idiot. Chrissy Teigen is truly an idiot.
These are Megyn's hand-picked, inspirational mom friends. Two moms, zero brain cells. Megyn brings in a bully to prove she's not a bully. That's like inviting a bank robber to prove you're good with money. Here's where it gets brutal. Megyn used to have A-list friends. Oprah, Tyler Perry, Ellen, and Gayle. Now, they've all gone silent. They don't want the stink of Megyn's PR disasters clinging to them. Hollywood insiders whisper that she's career poison. She burns every bridge, drains every opportunity, and leaves chaos behind. Even Oprah, who gave Megyn her biggest spotlight, has allegedly backed away. When Oprah distances herself, you know you're radioactive.
But no, the thing with Meghan Markle is all of her A-list friends and acquaintances, they have dropped her like a hot potato. Like Oprah wants nothing to do with her. Tyler Perry wants nothing to do with her. Ellen and Portia, they want nothing to do with her because they're career people. They're going to put their careers first. Meghan Markle, she's basically persona non grata.
Ellen and Portia, gone. Tyler Perry, silent. These are not loyal allies. They're career survivors. And Megyn is no longer a safe bet. She's toxic. When even Hollywood agents who still work with Armie Hammer wouldn't touch you, you've officially hit rock bottom. But let's talk about the show itself. Supposedly a cooking show, right? Wrong. Instead of food, Megyn gives us arts and crafts, marbling paper, painting vegetables, dipping fruit in dye. It looks less like Martha Stewart and more like occupational therapy in a luxury asylum. Guests show up, sit uncomfortably, and smile through the chaos. At one point, Megyn cracks a joke. Silence. Nobody laughs. The cameras capture the awkwardness.
We all know she's kind of nuts and cuckoo-cuckoo, but she's not in on the joke. We're watching her, and even the people Megyn has come over to cook in the kitchen, they're kind of looking at her too in a funny way. And she made a comment in one of the early episodes. She said something, nobody answered. 5 minutes later, she tries to crack a joke and she goes, oh, nobody's laughing. Even the people over there were like, what are we doing at this rented mansion, like making, pretzels?
Even her own guests look like they're questioning life choices. It feels like the Truman Show because Megyn doesn't know she's the joke. Viewers aren't laughing with her, they're laughing at her, and she's too desperate to realize it. Megyn's obsession with copying the royals is almost pathological. Kate Middleton goes blonde. Megyn hints at going blonde. Prince George lands a People magazine cover. Megyn shoves her kids into promo shots.
Like Prince George was on the cover of People magazine. They did a huge spread. He's gonna be king someday. Look at George. What does Meghan Markle do? She posts her little kids on the set of her Netflix show. So she's always trying to do kind of the knockoff Sheen version of whatever the real royals are doing over in the UK.
Desperate. She's desperate to be like, me too, me too.
It's like every time the royals breathe, Megyn tries to replicate it, only cheaper, tackier, and more desperate. It's the knockoff syndrome. She's like a fake Gucci bag on Canal Street, insisting it's the real deal. But the stitching doesn't hold, the shine fades, and the world knows the difference. Megyn's entire brand is imitation without substance, trying to cosplay as royalty while the real royals leave her in the dust. And let's not forget Megyn's infamous craft barn, because every relatable mom has one, right?
She also, like, this person who's supposed to be so relatable to us, like she's constantly like, I'm just like you, I'm just like a regular working mom. I've got all. She's got a craft barn on her property. She just goes out to her craft barn. Fellow moms out there, like you all had when you wanted to get like messy with your kids with paint and markers. We all had a craft barn to which we would retreat to preserve our home.
While real parents hide in bathrooms to escape chaos, Megyn skips off to her multi-million-dollar craft barn to finger paint with her kids. This is her idea of relatability. She says, I'm just like you, a normal working mom. Except normal moms don't own sprawling estates with barns dedicated to glitter and glue. This is the fakest, I'm one of you you shtick? Since Gwyneth Paltrow tried to sell people a $75 candle, Megyn can't even fake normal convincingly. Season 2 was supposed to bring something new. Instead, Megyn recycles old tricks. She drags tan France into the chaos, sprinkles flowers on food again, and calls it a culinary innovation. It's stale, repetitive, and embarrassingly lazy. Critics slammed it as recycled pap.
Here's one more where Tan France of, I think, is he on Queer Eye? He shows up and mocks her.
What was that you just added?
Flower sprinkles. I love them.
Wow, that's the gayest I've seen in a long time.
Her guests look forced into enthusiasm. Everyone knows it's recycled fluff, but Megyn insists it's groundbreaking. It's the creative equivalent of microwaving last night's takeout and bragging it's fine dining. Even her own fans are rolling their eyes.
Okay. She did the flower sprinkle thing in season 1. There's nothing original here, Link. It's more recycled pablum, which is being panned universally by the critics, by the way.
Here's the kicker. Megyn wants to be the next Martha Stewart. The problem? Martha Stewart had authenticity. She built an empire, went to prison, came out stronger, wore the ankle bracelet with pride. That's credibility.
No, absolutely. She really wants to be the next Martha Stewart, but what Martha Stewart has is authenticity. I mean, the woman went to prison. She had an ankle bracelet, an ankle monitor.
She even kicks it with Snoop Dogg. And Megyn, she can't cook, can't clean, can't arrange flowers without bugs crawling on them.
She can't cook, she can't clean, she can't do good flower arrangements. All she's done is put like flower sprinkles on food. I feel like she's trying to poison people. And then we zoomed in on some of the pictures here at the Bureau. We found that they were like bugs and insects in some of the flowers she was putting on her food. So if you eat at Meghan Markle's house, please be careful.
Her food looks like a Fear Factor challenge. Dinner at Meghan's is less homemade luxury and more Survivor Cambodia. Eat these crickets.
Damn!
The Martha dream is dead. Megyn doesn't have what it takes to be authentic because everything about her is fake. And if her fake show wasn't humiliating enough, let's revisit the Spotify collapse. Remember when execs flat out called her and Harry grifters? That wasn't a slip. It was an industry evaluation. Spotify pulled the plug because Megyn couldn't deliver. Netflix isn't far behind. They've quietly cut projects, lowered investments, and all but confirmed she's not worth the drama.
Everybody lost interest in this show. It dropped like a stone. People didn't even want to make fun of it. They're just bored of it. The whole thing's a mess. This is a huge disaster for Meghan Markle.
So Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's deal with Netflix, they just announced this morning, it has come to an end as we know it.
Megyn is now considered an unreliable investment. And when even Netflix, who will bankroll anything with Adam Sandler, decides you're too risky, it's over. Behind the scenes, Meghan's Archwell Foundation has become a revolving door. Staff don't last. Reports claim she screams at aides, bullies employees, drives people to quit after weeks. The palace once investigated bullying allegations, but Meghan's team shut it down. Still, the stories haven't stopped.
But there has been a few more details coming out about bullying claims against Meghan Markle. It's been revealed that royal aides who accused Meghan Markle of bullying say that they were frightened of what she would do to them because of her capacity for revenge. Now, Meghan's always denied the allegations.
One insider described working with Meghan as soul-crushing. She doesn't manage people, she drains them. The only thing Meghan runs effectively is people out the door. Staff turnover isn't a coincidence. It's a pattern, and the world is catching on. Then there's her as ever lifestyle brand. The launch was supposed to be Meghan's big win. Instead, a flop. Her overpriced rosé was mocked online as watery, generic, and staged. Customers demanded refunds, complaining about delays and false scarcity tactics. Meanwhile, Cameron Diaz's Aveline wine thrives with transparency and authenticity. Meghan's a disaster. She can't even sell wine in California. That's like failing to sell sunscreen in Arizona. Every brand Meghan touches crumbles into dust. And when all else fails, Meghan's PR machine goes into overdrive. Fake paparazzi photos staged accidentally, glowing press leaks, puff pieces planted in tabloids. But the cracks are showing. The media can't cover for her forever. This is her playbook. Smear campaigns against critics, actual malice lawsuits, desperate attempts to silence the truth. Meghan isn't relatable. She's a manufactured media product. And like every cheap product, the warranty always expires. So where does this leave Meghan? Isolated, friendless, toxic. A brand that collapsed under its own fakery. Every project fails, every relationship fades, every stunt backfires. And her closest ally, Chrissy Teigen. That alone tells you everything. Meghan's entire empire is crumbling, and the only one still around is Chrissy, who can't remember her own kids' birthdays. That's not an empire, that's a clown show. Meghan isn't building bridges, she's burning them. And she doesn't even realize she's standing in the middle of the fire. Meghan Markle sold herself as authentic, relatable, inspirational. What we got was fakery, bullying, hypocrisy, and endless failure. From fake renewals to failed brands, from bullying scandals to desperate PR stunts, her empire is ashes. The mask has slipped, and what's left isn't royalty, isn't celebrity, isn't even Martha Stewart's shadow. It's just desperation, dressed up in Cartier jewelry. But here's the question that matters. Is Meghan Markle finally finished for good, or will she claw her way back with one last desperate PR stunt? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And while you're here, make sure to hit like, tap subscribe, and ring that bell so you don't miss the next ugly chapter in this saga. Thanks for watching, and since you made it this far, check out some of my other videos on the top of the screen. Until next time, stay tuned, stay safe, and stay informed. Only on Tea Time with Tina.